Happy Mother's Day to each and every one of you. Thank you for being such wonderful mothers to us, to our children, to our grandchildren. You know, when you ask someone, what does your wife do? And you say, she's a stay-at-home mom. People are not that impressed. If you say, what does your wife do? And you say, she's a surgeon, she's an entrepreneur, she's the CEO of a company, that people are impressed with. But stay-at-home mom, But the truth is, there's no greater and more important job than that. Of course, if you could have a career, that's wonderful. But staying at home and raising children, giving them the values and the love that they need to become good citizens of the world and good Jews, there's nothing greater than that. Our society respects money. So if you have a job and you earn a lot of money, then you're impressive. But a non-paying job like staying home doesn't inspire a lot of respect. There's a Rabbi, Manis Friedman, who has 14 kids. He's a Hasidic rabbi. And many times he would speak to college students and they would say, what does your wife do? And he would say, she's a stay-at-home mom. And he could tell that we were like, oh, okay, nothing special. So one time when he went to a university, they said, what does your wife do? He says, she runs a home for unwanted children. They were like, wow, that's very noble, very impressive. He says, yeah, I have 14 kids. And nobody else wants them. This holiday of Mother's Day, really every day is Mother's Day because the Torah says honor your father and mother, which is every day. But today should inspire us to honor our mothers even more and show them gratitude and appreciation and to continue every day of the year showing them honor. King Solomon says, remember, Shema B'ni, Musar Avicha, the rebuke of your father, and do not forsake, V'al titosh, Torati Mecha, the Torah of your mother. You see what King Solomon is saying is the father is the disciplinarian. Everyone remembers when you were a kid, your mother, when you did something, behaved improper, your mother said, when daddy comes home, I'm going to tell him what you did. When the father walked through the door, he was given a briefing of what happened, and he dealt with the consequences, with the disciplinarian measures necessary to teach a child right from wrong. But then King Solomon says, but do not forsake the Torah of your mother. Who teaches you the Torah? Who shows you, not just through words, but through actions? Who role models the beauty of Judaism, the love for Judaism? Who creates the Torah in the home in 3D and living color? Who makes the beautiful Shabbos meal or the holidays? Who says the Shema with the child at bedtime? Of course the father can do it too, but it's the mother who's the stay-at-home mom, because at the end of the day, whether you're a working woman or not, the mother spends the most time with the children. The father's off traveling, running around, trying to be a breadwinner. It's the mother who spends the most time, and she could create the Torah for the child through her actions, illustrating it and demonstrating her love for Torah, the way she lights the Shabbos candles and prays for her children. And indeed, if you ask a Jewish child, what are your favorite memories? It's their mother's Shabbos table. It's the Passover Seders. It's her mother lighting Shabbos candles. It's all the beautiful images that we have in our mind of what Judaism looks like from our mothers. There's a story about this fellow who didn't know if he was a Kohen or not. So he went to a Bet Din to say, I don't know, what should I do? My father never told me if I was a Kohen or not. So they said to him, what kind of Jewish memories do you have from your childhood? So he started telling over different memories. Then he said, there's one interesting thing. He said, I remember that every holiday, Passover, Shavuot, Sukkot, Rosh Hashanah, before every holiday, my mother would go buy my father a present. And it was always a new pair of socks. And I always wonder, why does she always buy him socks? Why not one holiday socks, one holiday a shirt, one holiday a tie, maybe a jacket? Why always a pair of socks? But that's what I remember. My mother always gifting my father a new pair of socks before the holiday. And the Bet Din said, we think you're a Kohen. Because, one of the responsibilities of the Kohen on the holidays is to bless the people. The Kohen goes up and does the duchening, the priestly blessing. But before they do that, they remove their shoes and they go up in their socks. And so your mother must have wanted your father to always do the priestly blessing in front of the congregation with a nice fresh pair of socks, not with a pair of socks that has a hole in it or is ripped or dirty. So if your mother always brought your father socks before the holidays, you must be a Kohen. This is the memories the love of Judaism that our mothers imbue in us. Like the very first mother, Eve, who was named by her husband Eve because she is the mother of all life. Chava means life. Our mother is our physical and spiritual life force in this world. Let us honor, revere, and express our deepest gratitude to our beautiful mothers. Have a wonderful Mother's Day.